What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro duel video in Ranked, and this time I'm playing with the Super Quantum Monarch deck again. I took a little break from recording. The last recording session was literal hell. It took me about 4 hours to get the games, the 3 games that you saw me play, because like it was horrible. Like every time I would get a good game started, people would just leave, and it was terrible. I mean, hey, free ranking, right? Like, I guess that's something worth noting, but, yeah, it was still pretty bad. It was still pretty bad, and I half expect this person to leave too, simply because of the fact that he has 14 cards in his extra deck. Either that, or he's just like, he doesn't really care that much, who knows. But, as for me, let's see, I'm gonna get Karaz and pop itself, so that, you know, that just cycles through another card. Boom. There's not really any needed reason to do Stormforth or that. Draw a card, yes. Red layer, that'll be useful if this gets outed. Good. Alright, and I've got Eidos set up so I can get Idea back. This is all good. This is all very good. I'm pleased about this, to be completely honest. Now, let's see. I'm going to reveal Tenacity, because I want to put the extra spell in my grave to use with Prime Monarch, which, you know, I'll also have the spell in grave to use with Aether. That way I can use Escalation, contribute this on his turn if I wanted to, or I could also just use Aether's effect out of my hand. So these are the options that we have available to us. So, I'll activate this. I'll reveal the Aether, basically giving away information, but I mean, at this point, I just want to get Dominion, and I wanted to cycle more cards out of my deck. And that way, if I use Karaz on my opponent's turn, then that will make things, you know, all fine and dandy. At least I think. Red layer, I've actually been doing, you know, in this testing, I'm thinking it might actually be a one-of, to be completely honest with you, because it's searchable off blue layer, and you have 3 E-Teles for the blue layer. I mean, it's good because it is a Cyber Dragon, but I think it might just be a one-of, and every time you summon this thing, like, it's recyclable into your deck off of blue layer, so I'm not sure if it's actually, like, worth. See, look at this! This is what I was dealing with for 4 hours yesterday trying to film! Oh my god, you know what? I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this and I'm going back in. I'm not going to let this beat me today. I refuse to let this be something that gets to me. Not today. I literally spent so long between recordings because of the fact that I knew that this was going to be a problem if I kept going. Like, but this is just what I've been dealing with. People just leave. They just do not give a single shit. They don't. Let's see, I can special this, I can normal idea, I can, well actually I need to tribute summon this, because I need to get return. That's what I need to do. I need to set up return. He has no extra deck, so I guess that's good. So what I'll do is, that actually makes it simple. That means I don't have to do any Dominion nonsense at all. So yes, I will just reveal triple return. I'll get one to my hand. I'm going to go ahead and Rhoda for the other idea. Just to not give away information that I have another one in my hand. But I mean, Eidos would automatically summon the next one anyway, so I guess the sequencing doesn't really matter that much. But what we're going to end up doing is that we're going to use Idea and get Eidos, and then I'm going to tribute for this, get back this, and then be able to sequence more cards out if I dare. The only issue I have is that I'm not going to be able to set up with whatchamacallit, the trap card in my grave this turn. But I mean, that'll be done next turn, because I'll just be able to use return, I'll be able to summon this, you know, it exists here for a reason. Even though this hand isn't the best, it's still playable because the Super Quantum cards actually, you know, cycle with the engine well enough. Like, literally all you need is a way to summon red layer and return, even if you have no Monarchs, and you're just able to just do things. So, get Aether at this point, because that will allow me to tribute for Karaz, and do all of these things on my opponent's turn. I'll be able to tribute my opponent's monster. If he's playing Monarchs, then yes. That's exactly what I want to do. So what we'll do is that we will set this. I'm going to hold this until my next turn, because if I draw another card, it would just be better. And I want to save that Stormforth. That's definitely something that I want. I want the Stormforth. But 5 cards turned into, what is this, 9? Yeah, that seems pretty alright. People say that Return of the Monarchs, well, specifically one person said that Return of the Monarchs isn't a plus until you tribute summon twice. One, that's a foul, that's like a, what am I trying to word? That argument is a fallacy? Or I guess I could just stop being fancy. It's a false argument because of the fact that this card does tribute summon on your opponent's turn, but also because the card doesn't go away, it just stays there. It's not a -1, you're just activating it. You don't lose the card. That's the biggest qualm I have with people who try to use that as their argument. E-Tele, I'm going to go ahead and activate this because I know at some point in this turn I'm going to be tributing on his turn. I know this for a fact. So we're playing a Super Quantum Monarch Mirror. And so this guy probably won't leave. That's the thing. This guy probably just won't. So, there's that. And he used Tenacity to add... He used Tenacity to add that, and then he's got the that's why. Okay, that makes sense. It didn't make sense until he had that card. Until he revealed that. I was like, I was about to like be like, did you misclick, dude? But no. But see, like, even this situation isn't that bad for me. Nearly as much as you would think it is, because I can literally, if he... The situation that we're in now is that if he Stormforths me and summons Erebus, then I've already got my Stormforth active, and I can just Stormforth him back on the same turn. And, you know, the first person to do that is the one that's going to be in the disadvantage, especially since he knows that I have an Aether in my hand. Yeah, he's going to go for this. And so, like, he's going to tribute my red layer, which is, I guess, cool. Yeah, neat. But, like, he tributes this, but then I have Stormforth active, I can just immediately tribute summon Aether over his Erebus. Like, and then get another search off return. Like, I'm just going to snowball advantage at this point. Plus, I have Eidos Idea. Oh, so he's got return too. Alright. This will be interesting. This will be interesting indeed. So we're both literally mirroring each other in the purest essence of the word. So, I know he has Erebus. He hasn't revealed anything else. If he summons something else, then that's going to be something that just kind of is questionable. I know he has Stormforth, so I'm going to wait until he plays it and summons his monster, because that way I can just tribute his one tribute. Why didn't he Stormforth, my dude? That's interesting. But he can use Erebus's effect to try and take one out of my hand. But what I can do is I can just go ahead and tribute Aether over this. He's already used his normal summon. So the only way he can actually make another play this turn is if he... The only way he can make another play this turn is if he literally has 1-for-1 to summon Idea. Use opponent's monsters? Yes. So we'll just do this. These will all resolve for him, and then mine will go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Oh, it's a win, so this actually probably misses timing. This more than likely tributes timing, misses timing, because it's win optional. I'd be very surprised if it allowed me to try and activate it. Yeah, so let's see. Choose one from... Did it say choose one from field? That thing pops up and goes away so fast. Okay, well, it would have missed timing anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. And he doesn't get his search for his, because his monster is no longer on the field, and it cannot verify. It's kind of like Whirlwind. You hear that, or did he get the search? Am I just talking out of my ass? Yeah, he didn't get the, search. Because it has to stay, the monster has to stay up there to resolve. But what I'm going to send is I'm going to send this from deck, and then I'm going to send another Pantheism from deck to grave, so that I can get a search for that and make this one live. And then, in order to special summon, let's see, do I care about Kuraz at this point? Getting me draws? Yes, I do. I'll special Kuraz, and I'll use it to pop red layer and Eidos. That way the Eidos can trigger and bring everything back to me in the form of getting Idea back. Draw cards? Yes. Thestalos and Erebus? Okay. That seems alright. So now literally the only thing he can do this turn is like 1-for-1. He can Stormforth and Aether me, but I mean that's not going to be that big of an issue because he didn't actually reveal an Aether. That's the thing as well. So I know this is Stormforth. Like, I know this. It's very, very obvious what it is, but I don't really think it matters, to be real. So this can get a search for a return, and this can draw cards, and this can get things. I'm just going to go ahead and activate this. I'm going to go ahead and activate it, and then I'm going to Eidos into Idea, and that way that gives me 2 Tribute Summons this turn, so it actually completely invalidates the Stormforth set, because, like, he's going to have to cross my board away, and I still have a normal summon after that, which I can then use for other things. So what I'm going to get is I'm going to reveal Stormforth, and I'm going to reveal Stormforth in the original Monarch. I don't really care which one he gives me, because it's probably just going to end up getting discarded in some capacity, because I can just add a card back and use it with Pantheism. So it gave me Stormforth. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna activate this, discarding Stormforth, and get to draw cards. Hopefully I draw into like my other return, so I don't have to search it. Yep, there it is. Here's E-Telly for Blue Layer, which gives me more tribute fodder for the double normal summons that I have this turn. This is insane. This is great. This is going swimmingly. Like, this hand started from being like a lot of nothing, but actually like finds its way into something. So we'll do this, use this. I could have been boned. I literally went against what I said I was going to do earlier in the video, which was some of the Idea and Eidos first. I could have gotten literally shafted by that, by getting the second Eidos in my hand. Could have literally been destroyed. But all in all, it ended up working out, luckily. So he's going to go ahead and activate Stormforth, which is fine. You can have that. You only get to summon once this turn, and I get to summon twice. Okay, so he's doing it now, which is fine, and dandy. He'll probably tribute my Aether. In fact, that's his only option, is to tribute my Aether and summon his. And if he summons Karaz and pops these, I get pluses. And I still have the Trap Engrave, and I have E-Telly in hand, so I can then just summon Erebus and spin his thing away. And, like, that just basically gets it. Like, I spin this away, and that becomes a non-issue. Or I can just add Dominion and be bigger than his monsters, but actually I don't want to add Dominion, no. Because I want to use Tenacity and get Stormforth, and Stormforth on his turn. That's the way that I want to do. So if he Karazes both of these, which I think he kind of has to, I get to draw cards. Like, this isn't a good situation for him. This isn't very good for him. Draw cards? Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, so I still haven't normal summoned yet. So there's that. Do I have Red Layer in my hand? Do I have one? No, I do not. I could probably try and get one. Look at all these cards. Look at all this. This is some bullshit. I'm actually probably just going to use Pantheism for Pantheism to draw more cards. Real talk. Yes, I will, actually. Just because there's no point holding them. They all get pluses in the grave regardless. That's Majesty's Fiend, that's Aether. Oh my god, I can't do anything with all of these cards. But luckily E-Telly will get the blue layer out of my hand, which will go to grave, which I'll probably leave there because I'll discard the red layer at the end of my turn if my hand size is too big, and that'll special summon it, and that'll just give me more tribute fodder. So there's that. There's the option. Forgive me, I have no idea how to play this deck. It's very easy though. It's Monarchs. But I mean, you're forgiven. Like, the sequencing of plays is very basic, although there is some like technicalities that you do have to know, but it's overall just very basic. Like, I'm gonna let you get the Karaz back to your hand, or no, I'm not, because I'm gonna kill it with Erebus. Yeah, easy. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to reveal Tenacity. I'm going to reveal Erebus, which is going to get summoned. And I'm going to add Stormforth so that I can set it. Yes, Stormforth. And then from here, I've got another Eidos engrave, so I can just do that whole idea thing back again. And then I can just normal summon this. Because I haven't... I still get 2 tribute summons. I still get 2. I still have 1 more normal summon. Do I want to use Blue Layer's effect to shuffle myself back? No. And I'm going to make this... I've already made that very clear on why I'm not going to. But, so we'll use these. I can add another Aether. I definitely don't want to add another Karaz. I've already got the Majesty's Fiend in my hand. So, this video is really getting up there in length. But, oh well. It's interesting, I think. I think, at least. So, we'll send this from deck to grave and the Dominion from deck to grave because those are cards I don't actually want. Choose from field. I'll shuffle back his Aether. I don't really particularly care. And then I can Stormforth on his Karaz and just summon Majesty's Fiend, and I think that just wins. Yeah, I think that just wins the game right here, because I still have my other normal summon. Yeah, use opponent's monster. And then, yeah, we're good. And now I'm at enough cards in hand to where I only have to discard 1. Bruh. I think this is the situation that we were looking for. I think this is the situation where I just win. Unless he has a way to get another Stormforth, which he might. He could get another Stormforth. I don't know if he has a Monarch in his hand. Do I know? Is there anything that would cause me to know? Well, this log is going to be so undiscernible because, like, we're both playing Monarchs. We're both playing the same cards. But still, I've got double Aether, which means that I could just Aether, tribute these, use Karaz's, pop cards. There's all these things. But I'm going to discard an idea, because I don't need multiples of that at this point, because Eidos just gets it back next turn anyway, if Majesty's Fiend goes away. But yes, he needs to have Stormforth, and then I don't think he even has Idea Eidos. He does not. So he has to have a Monarch in his hand. You needed to hold down A. Like, because you weren't holding down A. Because you weren't holding A. I'm going to go ahead and activate mine. And, I'm going to banish one of the Pan-Deities just because it doesn't matter. There's 3 of them in there. There's 3. In fact, that probably... Was one of them live last turn? It was. I think I already used it. I used it and added it back. And then used it again? Question mark? I don't know. I might have just skipped a Pantheism search last turn. I don't think I did, though, because I think I started out the turn with revealing Tenacity Stormforth. Can't remember. Cannot remember at all. At all, Mr. Brown. But, yeah. Majesty's Fiend plus this. He has to have Stormforth. And if he Stormforths me, then he tributes this for like his Aether or his Erebus or something. And then at that point, I summon my own Aether. And I go into Karaz. I'm going to make him burn the Tenacity. That's the thing. If they ever reveal a card that I know that they need to play, like Stormforth, and then they reveal Tenacity, I always give them Tenacity. Why? Because that burns Tenacity. It burns it, so if they have it later in the turn, they cannot use it for anything that they wish to have. This video is like 20 minutes long, because this Monarch Mirror takes forever. This Monarch Mirror literally takes ages. And also, Tenacity just, means if he doesn't have a Monarch in his hand that's, eligible to use with Tenacity, he just can't search. That's another reason. Like, at this point in time, I don't know if he has a Monarch in his hand. That's the actual thing. That's the actual God's truth. So this E-Telly is dead, but it doesn't actually matter because I can make it live by tribute summoning this over the Majesty's Fiend. And I think that's actually what we want to do, because I can tribute summon this over the Majesty's Fiend. I can then do Idea Eidos, and that'll give me another normal summon, which I can then use for Thastalos, look at his hand, take a card out of it, and then that's just game. Because Majesty's Fiend it's not really doing much right now. So yes, I will use this. I'll use Return. this will add the blue layer back to my hand, which can then be used with E-Tele. Add a monster with 2400, 1000 attack defense. Do I even care? Yes, I do. I need Erebus. I want Erebus. I need and I want and I need and I want. And people are messaging me on Facebook. No! Cease! But, I think this game is locked up in my favor. Because I still get double normal. I still get one more normal summon. And I can actually just use this as well. I can just take, like, his things. Look how many cards I have left in deck. Look at that. I'm going to reveal these. Because those are the only ones that are left out of these 9 cards. And depending on what he gives me, what he give me? Dominion? Ooh, thank you. It's actually what I wanted. Guys, stop messaging me on Facebook, please. I'm going to have to cut out the system audio for this part of the video. Because, like, that's actually allowed. It's actually just loud. So this will come back. The E-Tele can special blue layer. Or actually, I don't get another normal summon. Because there's no Eidos. That's something I'm not factoring in. But I still get an Aether Search on, or an Aether Summon on my opponent's turn. So it's actually something I don't really care about too terribly much, but I do wish that I'd kept that Majesty's Fiend, though. I literally tunnel visioned my way into the wrong logic, but I guess it's fine. I guess it is fine. I hope it's fine. I hope that it's fine. Alright, I just had to go and close Facebook, and so that's why there's going to be a weird cut in the video, because of the fact that it needed to happen. It needed to happen. So that just further exemplifies the point that he doesn't have a Monarch in his hand. Is the fact that he's not doing anything with that. I'm not going to play this E-Tele. Not yet, at least. Man, I'm so glad I closed Facebook, because now my messenger thing is going crazy. Oh my god. Oh, I hate my friends. I hate you all. Notifications off for an hour. I thought I had this solved. Alright, well, I thought this game was over this turn, but I just tunnel visioned my way into not remembering that I'd only play 2 Eidos. But, I mean, that's fine. Because I have this game basically on lock, what I would consider to be just on lock. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in phase, I'm going to discard this, and then its effect will activate, and I'm going to shuffle it and the red layer back into my deck. And that way the E-Tele is live to get a search as well. I just get the pluses. So there is that as a thing. The Dominion's up. The Dominion is up. And everything seems alright. Because what I can just do is I can tribute on his turn for Aether. And I still have a Karaz left in the deck. So there's that. And so what I can do is that I can tribute for Aether. I can, when I trigger Aether, I can play E-Tele. Well, no, E-Tele is actually going to be a bad idea. Because that'll clog my field and I won't be able to summon Aether, or summon Karaz out of my deck. So, red layer, okay. Well, he drew Rhoda, so he probably still just doesn't have any Monarchs. That's actually just a valid point. I don't know why I'm stressing. He didn't have a Monarch last turn to reveal its tenacity, so why would he have one now? In fact, he shouldn't have special summoned that red layer. Ah, he's got one now. I see. There you go. He just had these in his hand. These were clogging his hand, but now he has a Monarch, which he can use with tenacity, but he's already used his normal summon, so idea doesn't matter. At least that's what my thought process is. But, what I can do is that I can summon this, and I can tribute this, because this was tribute summon. I can tribute that. Get Karaz out of the deck. I can pop my cards. I can pop your cards actually and cycle through more. Because well, I'll just do that in the end phase. Like, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't matter right now. I'm just gonna do it in the end phase so that the cards that he draws literally do not matter, because I'm gonna pop this and pop his set. So if it's Stormforth in the end phase, or wait, does this have to be during main phase? let's see. This is, yes, during your opponent's main phase. Okay. Never mind. This video is so long. Look at this. This Monarch mirror is awful in terms of time. It's terrible in terms of time. But he searched Stormforth. So, literally, this is just going to seal the game for me because I'm going to hold A down, and before he enters in phase, I'm just going to I'm going to Karaz and pop his things. That way he can't Stormforth on my turn, and that way he does get to draw cards, but that's fine. You can draw cards if you're losing the game. And like, I'll just kill this. I'll have Aether still on board, so that's just bodies. I think that this game is pretty much done and dusted. You're going to battle phase. Yes, you are. I was about to just shotgun the Aether, but no, that's not how this is gonna work. Oh, you're going out of your way to attack that. Okay. All right. Holding down A again for main phase 2. I don't care. End of main phase. Yes, we're gonna activate. We're gonna activate this, banishing Tenacity, and then I'm gonna chain this, just so I get this out of the deck because I want it out of the deck. Out of the deck. And I will actually normal summon it by using these two. And then Idea will activate, this will activate, Return will activate, everything will activate. So what I'll do is I'll just get Stormforth back just because it's the easiest one to grab. Return will activate. I'll add another Erebus. It's easy. This will summon Karaz, the last one that's in the deck. And I'll send Return and Escalation. And I'll summon this Karaz, and this Karaz will pop. Well, it doesn't pop because it misses timing because I attributed Idea. Shit me! Oh well, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter because this will come to my hand. I'll be able to summon Erebus. I'll be able to do all of these things. I'll be able to activate this by banishing the Stormforth, which I already have another one in my hand. Like, I've got so many cards over him at this point that it doesn't actually matter. So I can go ahead and activate this. I can tribute the Karaz that's going to go to my hand anyway, and this to summon this one. And like, there's going to be so many cards on the board that he can't deal with. Like, that's actually going to be the case. Normal summon. So we'll tribute these, summon this. There we go. So now I've got all of these on the board. He's got one Stormforth plus one like Aether in his hand. Like, there's not much he's going to do here. There is not much he's going to do here at all. So I'll activate this. And I'll take out a Return, special it, and what I can do here is I can actually tribute for Erebus, and I can just choose to take a random out of his hand. That's something I can do. But what I can actually do right now is I can actually just summon Thestalos. Yes, we'll normal summon Thestalos. No. I should have used a minion. Shit. I forgot that I had it up, but that Dominion's actually just going to give me the advantage, when it comes down to me having these. This has been up and been irrelevant for so long that I forgot about it. Like, I am just literally, I have easy potential to punt this game. Very easy potential if my opponent is not, like, retarded. I have very, very easy potential to just lose this game. Okay, so I'm just going to take the Aether out of his hand. It's easy. So now this Stormforth is irrelevant. Okay. Alright. That makes things simpler. Okay. So I've got these, but I've already normal summoned. Doesn't actually matter. So now I'll just attack for game. Like, if my opponent could have literally punished me really hard there by activating Aether in hand and then chaining Stormforth, because he has enough cards in grave to do that. So he could have just punished me there, but he just didn't. So, I mean, that can be attributed to he already is established he doesn't know how to play the deck, but that should tell you something else right there, is that he says he doesn't know how to play the deck, but he's been able to go. This mirror has been going back and forth. Now, that either makes it a very bad mirror or a very good mirror, depending on how you look at it. It is a very bad mirror in my eyes because there's not that high of a skill ceiling for this deck, which means your opponent could literally be picking up the deck for the first time, and as long as they're sequencing their plays correctly, at least somewhat correctly, then they can get rewarded for it. See, I see the deck as having a very low skill ceiling, which is very true. The deck is very brutish in how it operates, and that's its biggest selling point. But that could also be a very good mirror if you're looking from the perspective of a casual player, because that means like, oh, even if I play against someone who's better than me, then that means that I still have a chance to win. Like, it's very much due to subjective personal opinion. But anyway, goddamn, this video is long. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to all the fun stuff that I have to offer you. My Facebook page is if you want to add me as a friend or send me a deck list to my Facebook fan page. If you want to follow my Twitch channel to get notifications every time I go live and start live streaming, you can do that as well. And then there's also a link to my Twitch donations page. If you are, able to donate and you wanted to support me directly, that is the method to do so. But if you don't or can't, that's fine. You are completely fine doing the free alternative, which is clicking ads. Click an ad if you have not. I greatly appreciate it. Helps me make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. If you have an ad block enabled, please disable it. It takes seconds out of your day, takes no money out of your pocket, and supports me more than you can ever know, and just motivates me to continue making videos, and gives me further justification to allot the time that it takes to make these videos. Look at this. This was 30 minutes of my life. Jesus. But anyway, that is all for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the Super Quantum Monarch deck and just the Monarch mirror itself in the comments down below. I'm very curious. But other than that, as always, guys, take care.